babe.
Here we go, folks. It's Big Time Friday. As they said on the last one, Freaky Friday. Here we go. A Northwest grand jury has indicted a former police chief, his wife, and the couple's son-in-law for allegedly running a racketeering scheme that allowed them to profit from fines for city citations. As the city profits increased, so did the family's salaries, according to the prosecutors. The accused illegally profited financially by negotiating fines to be paid on city citations so that more serious charges would not appear on the individual's criminal or driver history, the indictment stated. But former Chief David King's attorney says the timing of the indictment is suspicious. It's been more than 3.5 years since 2 arrests were made in the case. The indictment comes as the former city white police chief is running for mayor of the tiny Bartow County town. In March, King, who was in March 2016, King was a full-time officer, and his son-in-law Blake Sheff were arrested and charged with false imprisonment, extortion, and violating the oath of public office. King and Sheff, who were both fired, were arrested after the Georgia Board of Investigations and the FBI executed search warrants at the police office department and White City Hall. King's wife, Jane Richards, served as the city clerk, municipal court, and city manager. Richards was not previously charged in the case, but on Wednesday afternoon, all three were indicted on 3 counts of racketeering and booked in the Bartow jail. Records showed King, Richards, and Schiff were released after about 2 hours after posting $30,000 bond each. Richards' mugshot was not immediately available. The 3 family members used their positions to scam money from citations from August 2009 to December 2017, according to the indictment. The 2 officers issued phony citations, and then City Hall required high fines to clear the charges. The indictment states and those being cited did not comply. They were threatened with state warrants, according to prosecutors. The fines and fees collected by the City of White Municipal Court increased the total revenue of the city, indictment states. This allowed the city to continue to raise the salaries of the accused people. So they had a little funny little scheme there. So this particular news segment, I'm going to title this one Georgia, Not on My Mind. So I got 3 stories that got something to do with Georgia here. This is story number 2. A Northwest Georgia deputy was shot and killed. Who shot and killed his canine partner after the dog suddenly attacked him earlier this year, has resigned following an unrelated off-duty arrest. Former Walker County Sheriff Deputy Corey Griffin is facing a misdemeanor criminal trespass charge in an August domestic dispute. He resigned in the midst of an internal investigation. Griffin turned himself in to authorities on September 24th. The news station reported, according to Wilson, the former deputy showed up at a girlfriend's house drunk and became agitated when she asked him to leave. Nothing physical happened, but the sheriff said there was some damage to the Lafayette's home door. In July, Griffin was forced to shoot Rocky, the canine dog, after it wouldn't let go of his arm. The 2 were serving a warrant in a city called Chickamauga when deputies began issuing loud commands to 4 people inside the home. Rocky then became aggressive and refused the commands and bit Griffin's arm. It was the second time the dog attacked his handler and partner of 4 years. Wilson called the incident tragic, so he pulled out his gun and he shot the canine dog. And I'm quite sure those people were more upset with him shooting the dog than they were him trying to beat up his girlfriend. And here's our third Georgia story. Georgia not on my mind story. Is kind of up and down on this one. A man acquitted of murder after 3 years in jail just wanted $10 a pot. A man who spent three years in jail in the Fulton County Jail was released Wednesday after he was found not guilty of 21 felonies. His attorney said the man only wanted to buy a $10 bag of marijuana, which nearly cost him his life and freedom. Demarius Williams was 18 years old when he was arrested in July 2016 following a deadly triple shooting at College Park Apartments in College Park. That's College Park, Georgia, close to Atlanta. Two other 18-year-olds, Shannon Jabril White and Alberto Mays, were also arrested shortly after the shooting, which police said was results of a drug deal gone bad. So Adams was the first of the three to go to trial, and he was found not guilty Tuesday on 21 of the 22 felony counts. Fulton court records show he was guilty of the purchase of marijuana, which Shepard said the defense openly admitted to the jury. There was so much evidence that he went there to purchase $10 worth of marijuana, his lawyer said, after the purchase an event starts and that he wasn't a part of. The shooting at the Embarcadero Club Apartments in the 2200 block of Sullivan Road killed Deatrice Owens, Brandon Cleavis, and Bobby Humphrey while injuring Adams. Adams was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital to undergo multiple surgeries before he was booked into jail. Police accused Adams and Owens, who lived at the complex, of shooting each other, while Humphrey and White shot Cleavis Mays, who was allegedly waiting in a vehicle after the shooting. .38 caliber revolver and two 9mm pistols and a .762 AK-47 were found at the scene. He said his client was accused by police of possessing one of the 9mm pistols, but the defense claimed Adams had nothing to do with the gun battle. He said he told the jury that the gun didn't belong to Adams based on ballistic evidence. He went there to buy marijuana, and then the other person in the room, who is now deceased, and the drug dealer, who is now deceased, got into a gun battle. A security guy at the door also got into it. It was a horrible thing that we lose young people to this type of violence, and so it's unclear when the other two people that were involved in this are going to go to trial. They don't even know when they're going to trial, but they're still in jail. White and Mays are still pending. They each face the same 22 felonies and 12 counts of felony murder. So three counts of murder, 12 counts of felony murder, 3 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of armed robbery and purchase of marijuana, and first-degree burglary and firearm possession during a felony. So they're gonna get the max when it comes to that. So it's that's all these 3 stories that happened in Georgia. I have a list of states that I try to avoid, and that's one of them. But hey, it's Friday.
Time for the news, baby. Time for the news, baby.
It's Friday, folks. Get on out there and get you some fresh air. Times Square. Go on out there and do your thing. Enjoy your weekend. You worked hard all this week.